there, wild explorers! Welcome back to Daisy's Animal Facts. I'm Daisy, and today we're going on a strippy, sneaky, and roaring adventure. That's right, we're diving into the world of the world's biggest cat, the tiger. So stretch your paws, open your ears, and let's tiptoe into the jungle together. What is a tiger? Let's start with the basics. Tigers are large, powerful cats that live in the wild, and they're the biggest cats in the world. Even bigger than lions. An adult male tiger can weigh up to 660 pounds and grow over 10 feet long, including that long, swooshy tail. Tigers are covered in orange fur with black stripes. And guess what? Just like your fingerprints, no two tigers have the same stripe pattern. Every tiger's coat is completely unique. Their fur isn't just pretty, it helps them blend into the jungle. Those stripes act like camouflage, breaking up the tiger's shape in the shadows and sunlight. This helps them sneak up on prey without being seen. Sneaky, right? Did you know there's more than one kind of tiger? There are 6 living subspecies, and each one is a little different. Bengal tiger, the most common, found in India, Bangladesh, and Nepal. Super powerful, too. Siberian tiger, the biggest of all. Lives in cold, snowy forests in Russia. For 3. Indo-Chinese tiger, lives in Southeast Asia's jungles. 4. Malayan tiger, a smaller, rare tiger found only in Malaysia. 5. South China tiger, extremely rare and possibly extinct in the wild. 6. Sumatran tiger, the smallest tiger, found on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Each tiger has slightly different stripes, size, and hunting habits, but they all belong to the same awesome family. Tigers need space. A lot of space. These big cats are solitary animals, which means they live alone, not in groups like lions. That means each tiger needs a huge territory to roam, hunt, sleep, and raise cubs. Tigers live in rainforests, mangrove swamps, grasslands, and snowy forests. Basically, anywhere with enough cover to hide and enough prey to eat. A single tiger might need over 20 square miles just to feel comfortable. That's like 15,000 football fields. So when people build cities and farms, it can shrink the space tigers need. More on that later. Tigers are carnivores, which means they only eat meat. And wow, can they eat? Tigers mostly hunt deer, wild pigs, buffalo, sometimes monkeys, birds, or even crocodiles. They usually hunt at night or during the cool hours of dawn and dusk. And they always hunt alone. First, they sneak through the tall grass or forest shadows, silent as a whisper. They creep closer and closer until bam! They pounce with powerful muscles and sharp claws. One swipe from a tiger's paw can knock down prey as big as a cow. Then they bite the neck to quickly bring it down. If they're successful, they'll drag their meal somewhere private and eat it over a few days. Tigers can eat up to 90 pounds in one night. But here's the thing, tiger hunts don't always work. In fact, they fail more than 75% of the time. Hunting is tough work. Tigers don't just hunt and roar, they also nap, a lot. Tigers can sleep up to 18 hours a day. They love curling up under shady trees, lounging in tall grass, or even chilling in water. Yep, tigers love swimming. They're one of the only cats that enjoy water, and they're great at it. A tiger's day might look like this. Early morning, patrol territory and sniff around midday, nap in the shade afternoon, take a swing to cool off evening, stalk prey and hunt night, eat dinner, and find a cozy spot to snooze again. Sounds like a pretty chill jungle lifestyle, right? Tigers might live alone, but that doesn't mean they're quiet. Oh no, tigers have a lot to say. They communicate using roars, loud and powerful. You can hear a tiger's roar from 2 miles away. Growls, a warning to stay back. Chuffs, a friendly, snuffly sound they make when they're happy or greeting cubs. Scratches, they claw trees to mark their territory. Scent marking, tigers pee on trees or rocks to say, "This spot is mine." Each tiger's scent is unique, like a smelly name tag. If you were a jungle detective, how would you know a tiger had passed by? Look for pug marks, big paw prints in the dirt or mud, scratches on trees, broken branches, scents, and spray markings, roar echoes. Fun fact, tiger footprints are called pug marks, and scientists study them to count tiger populations in the wild. Pug marks can even tell you if the tiger was walking or running. Tigers are very intelligent. They remember hunting routes, learn quickly from experience, solve problems like opening gates or moving logs to get food, show playfulness, curiosity, and even emotion. They're careful planners. A tiger doesn't just charge in. It waits, watches, and chooses the perfect moment to strike. And tigers can even recognize voices and people. In wildlife reserves, rescued tigers often remember the people who cared for them, even after many years. Tigers are so amazing that people have told stories about them for thousands of years. In China, tigers are one of the 12 zodiac animals, symbolizing courage and strength. In India, the goddess Durga rides a tiger into battle. In Korea, tigers are seen as guardians that ward off evil. People around the world admire tigers for their beauty, strength, mystery, and power, but admiration isn't always enough to protect them. In Part 2, we'll explore tiger cubs, their biggest dangers, and what people are doing to keep these magnificent cats safe. Let's start with one of the cutest things in the world, tiger babies. A baby tiger is called a cub, and when it's born, it's about the size of a loaf of bread. Tiny, right? But don't let that fool you. They grow fast. Tiger moms usually have to two for cubs at a time, and she takes care of them all by herself. That's right, tiger dads don't stick around to babysit. The mom finds a hidden den in tall grass or a cave to keep the cubs safe and warm. Cubs are born blind, covered in soft fuzz, and are completely dependent on their mom. They stay in the den for the first few weeks, drinking milk and cuddling. Around 6 to 8 weeks old, they start to explore outside. They tumble, play, wrestle, and practice their pouncing, kind of like a wild kitten playground. Just like you learn how to ride a bike or tie your shoes, tiger cubs have to learn how to be, well, tigers. That means learning to stalk prey, practicing their roar, climbing and swimming, following mom on hunts to watch and learn. This takes time. Cubs stay with their mom for up to 2 years, and she teaches them everything they need to know. During this time, she protects them from predators like leopards, other tigers, and even dangerous weather. A tiger mom is fierce when it comes to keeping her cubs safe. Once they're old enough, the cubs leave to start their own territories, and the cycle begins again. How long do tigers live? In the wild, a tiger lives around 10 to 15 years. But in zoos and protected sanctuaries, where there's no hunting or fighting over food, they can live into their 20s. But life in the wild isn't easy. Tigers have to survive sickness, injury, fights with other tigers, and the biggest threat of all, humans. The dangers tigers face. Tigers are strong, sneaky, and smart, but that doesn't mean they're safe. In fact, tigers are endangered, which means there are only a few thousand left in the wild. Let's look at the biggest dangers. Habitat loss. People are cutting down forests and building roads, farms, and towns. This takes away the tiger's home and breaks up their territory. Without enough space, tigers can't hunt or raise cubs safely. Poaching. Some people illegally hunt tigers for their body parts, like bones and skin. This is very sad and very wrong. Tiger parts are sometimes used in fake medicine or sold as decorations. But no decoration or medicine is more important than a living tiger. Human conflict. Sometimes tigers wander into villages or farms in search of food, and that causes problems. People might get scared and hurt the tiger, or try to chase it away. It's not the tiger's fault. It's just trying to survive. The good news? People around the world are working very hard to protect these beautiful cats. Here's how. Protected areas. Governments have created tiger reserves and national parks where tigers can roam safely, hunt, and raise cubs without danger. Some famous tiger homes include Sundarban's mangrove forest in India and Bangladesh, Siberian taiga in Russia, Sumatra's jungles in Indonesia. Rangers patrol forests to stop poachers, rescue injured tigers, and make sure people don't build in tiger homes. They are real-life heroes. Programs teach kids and families about tigers, how to live near them safely, and why they're important. And guess what? You're part of that right now. Tigers aren't just beautiful, they're super important for the whole ecosystem. They're what scientists call a keystone species. That means they help keep nature in balance. If you protect tigers, you also protect the animals they eat, the trees they live under, the rivers they drink from, and the entire forest. When tigers thrive, so does the jungle. You might be wondering, but Daisy, I'm just a kid. What can I do to help tigers? You can do a lot. Learn and share. The more people know about tigers, the more they care. Tell your friends, your family, and your classmates. Say nitrogen monoxide to products made from wild animals. Never buy anything with real animal parts. Support tiger protection groups. Ask your parents to donate or volunteer for wildlife charities. Save forests, recycle paper, plant trees, and help protect nature. Be a voice for animals. Speak up for creatures who can't speak for themselves. You don't need claws to make a difference, just kindness, curiosity, and courage. Let's end with some roaringly cool tiger trivia. Tigers have webbed feet and can swim for miles, even across rivers. A tiger's tongue is so rough it can scrape meat off a bone or lick skin raw. White tigers aren't a different species. They're Bengal tigers with a special gene, like a recessive color. Tigers can leap over 30 feet in one jump. That's longer than a school bus. A group of tigers is called a streak or ambush. But remember, they usually live alone. Wow! We've traveled across the jungle, padded through snow, peeked into tiger dens, and stood in awe of the world's most powerful cat. Tigers are more than fierce. They're fantastic, fragile, and fascinating. Thanks for joining me, Daisy, on this extra special double adventure of Daisy's Animal Facts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite tiger fact in the comments. Until next time. Keep exploring, keep protecting, and keep roaring for the wild. Bye!